Idaho State University's Disability Services welcomes you to this training video. This video will cover if this is your first time using the Disability Services portal or if you forgot your username for the Disability Services portal. Please know that both topics will be covered because the process is the same for both. We will be using the term DS synonymously with disability services for brevity's sake. It just makes things easier to say DS instead of disability services all the time. The first step is to contact our main disability services office and let us know that this is your first time using the DS services portal or that you forgot your username for the DS services portal, whichever one fits your case. You can contact us by calling 208-282-3599, visiting our office located in room 125 of the Rendezvous Complex on the Pocatello campus, or by emailing us. Once you contact us, our office will then let you know that an email has been sent to you containing your username and password. Go to your email inbox. That is the email address inbox that is associated with your account with Disability Services. Students often use their ISU email address, but some students that are in certain programs might not have an ISU address or preferred to use a different email address, but just make sure you open up the email address inbox that is associated with the email address you gave us, and that is current on your file. If you have any questions, contact our office about the email address that's been provided. We can help you update that if needed as well. So now go ahead, and if you'll notice in your inbox, you have a new email address. It is titled DS username and password, and if you actually open that, it'll give you some information. So again, the subject of that was username and password. And now, if you want to see, you have a temporary username and password. And as you can see, it's not your 4x4, so it is not your Bengal Web information. It is not the same. And so what we'll want to do is we'll want to click on this blue link below the click on the link to start utilizing the system. And now what we can do is we can actually use our temporary information and go into that. Now, I like to take the username and copy and paste. If you like to manually type in, that is great too. Whatever works good, put in your temporary username and password for the system. And go ahead and sign in. Once you do, you will now be prompted to update it to a permanent username. And so that's where you might actually want to use your Bengal Web username and password. You can place that in there. So if my name is Bengal Ryan Benny, for example, I would put my 4x4 BENG for my last name, Bengal, Beng, and then Benny, BENN. There we go. And then if you want to put in a password, that's where you can just write a nice, secure password. I like to make mine a little bit longer and put that in there. So I'm going to use some capital and lowercase letters and put it in there. I usually make them a little bit longer, but I'm just demoing it. But it can be very nice to have a long password, always recommended. And so now what you can do is you can make it match your current ISU Bengal Web information, so that's easy to remember. Otherwise, you can put something that might strike a chord with you and be easy to remember and make a unique password for that. Now go ahead and click on the Change My Login Information. Once you do that, you get a green check mark. You've done your job. You've updated your information. And now it wants you to practice putting that in. So now we're going to put in our new information. So my name is Benny the Bengal. So my last name is Ben, B-E-N-N, and Bengal. That's what I just set up. And I'm going to put in the password I just put in. And I decided that I wanted to match my Bengal information. Great. So now you are in the system. So now you can review important messages. It looks like I actually haven't requested my accommodations for this semester. So I need to get on that. And that's another video where you go to list accommodations, which you can review at a different video. But at this point, you are logged into the system and can explore important messages. You can check your eligibilities as a student. You can go in here and see what you have. Oh, I do have a LifeScribe pen for note-taking and extra time. And then in another video, we'll have listed, and make sure you have the ability to access. You will be able to go over how to request your accommodations for the current or a future semester. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you. And we're so excited for this new student portal, but we realize there's going to be lots of great questions. Please let us know if you have any feedback about this process or this video, since we're kind of just really excited to share this with you. Thank you so much for your time.